You see the flash, you count, you hear the thunder. Almost everyone does that counting slightly wrong, and almost everyone pictures the flash itself backwards. So this is what happens in the seconds after lightning strikes, measured properly, using the numbers the National Weather Service and the National Severe Storms Laboratory actually publish. Two of those published numbers disagree with each other by nearly a factor of 3, and that disagreement turns out to be the most useful thing here. Start with the flash, because that's where the first mistake lives. A cloud-to-ground strike looks like something falling out of the sky. It's drawn that way, in every illustration and on every weather app. But the bright thing your eye follows isn't moving downward, it's moving up. The National Weather Service describes the sequence like this. A stepped leader works down from the cloud in stages. When it meets an upward streamer near the ground, contact is made, and the negative charge piled along that channel drains away to Earth. The drainage starts at the bottom, at the point of contact, and works upward as each section empties in turn. That upward travelling emptying is the return stroke, and the return stroke is the bright flash you see. The Weather Service uses a good comparison for it. Picture cars stopped at an open drawbridge. When the bridge closes, the front car moves off first, then the second, then the third. Every car moves forward. But the visible wave of movement travels backward down the queue. Charge moves down, the flash moves up, and for a moment afterwards the channel stays conductive, which is why a second leader often runs back down the same path, and why one strike flickers. Now the number everyone quotes. How hot does the air inside that channel get? The National Weather Service says it may reach 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and calls it 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. That checks out internally. The visible surface of the sun sits near 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and 50,000 divided by 10,000 is 5. Now look at the National Severe Storms Laboratory, part of the same agency. Its lightning basics page says the energy from a lightning channel heats the air to around 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That isn't 5 times the surface of the sun, it's under 2. Neither page is wrong. They describe different instants and different parts of a channel only centimeters across that exists for millionths of a second. Peak temperature at the core of a return stroke isn't the same measurement as an average across a channel already cooling. Air can't expand gently at those temperatures. It's driven outward faster than sound can carry it away, and that expansion is thunder, which brings us to the counting rule and to its actual arithmetic. The Weather Service tells you to count the seconds between flash and bang and divide by 5 for the distance in miles, because sound takes roughly 5 seconds to cover a mile. 15 seconds means 3 miles. Now do the division yourself. Sound travels at about 1,125 feet per second in ordinary warm air. A mile is 5,280 feet. Divide one by the other and you get 4.69 seconds, not 5. The published rule rounds up by about 6.5%. That isn't sloppiness. Rounding up places the storm slightly closer than it really is, and when the point of the count is deciding whether you're still outside, a rule that errs toward closer is the one you want. One last thing, and almost nobody uses it. The shape of the thunder is information. The first sound you hear comes from the nearest piece of the channel, and the rest arrives from sections further and further away, which is why a rumble lasts. The Weather Service says a sharp crack means the channel passed close by, and a low rolling rumble means the strike was at least several miles off. And how far can you hear it at all? The Weather Service says about 10 miles. The Severe Storms Laboratory says up to 25. Same agency, same pattern as the temperature. Different conditions, different honest answer, both published. That's the habit worth taking from this channel. When a number sounds final, go and find the second one. Subscribe if that's your kind of science. Next time, how long a second actually is, and why the definition had to be rewritten in 19